Blam.
Let's do this one. I think you like this one.
Yeah, we'll fucking do this one. This guy.
Right into it.
First of all, look at the look on that guy's face. I know your pain, buddy.
You do, 100%.
That is,
I knew we had to do this. Like, as soon as I saw this, I didn't even like it on Twitter because I'm like, I don't want Will to see it. I don't want Will to know that I know this exists.
You're damn right.
Man hasn't spoken to family in years because he can't stand the sound of their chewing. which you're not there, but you actually have described.
I'm close. I will say, just I've gotten better about this because I was around someone the other day who was really doing it badly.
Yeah.
And it was bothering me.
And they still exist. You haven't murdered them. So.
Yeah. And it was bothering me, but I was sitting there going, that bothers me, but it's not really making my blood boil as it had.
Yeah.
I think because I got a little more, I don't know.
I think it might be the weed pen.
It could easily be. But I was just sort of like, but yeah, it's one of those things that drives me nuts. I'll just get up and I walk away from it 90% of the time nowadays.
You have to, right?
So what's up with this guy?
It's pretty much exactly what you said. Like he just got to a point. He's like, I'm done. You people are terrible. I'm done.
He suffers from misophonia.
Which
it's a real deal.
Why do we have to put names on everything? The guy
misophonia though. It has the thing with misophonia is it's like arachnophobia, which means no one's on meds for this.
Yeah.
No one is.
But you
can't
right?
claim it. I don't think so. I don't think you can claim it as a
disability
or anything like that. It's just one of those things where
so it's not like the handbook of psychological things.
No,
probably not.
I can't walk around and be like, I have misophonia. That just, in my opinion, you could just tell me to go fuck myself because that's really my problem, not your problem.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That's a tough one to have.
That's why that was like the come to Jesus moment I had with myself about it. I was like, you're the one.
It's you.
It's me who can't stand this. And for me to think that the world needs to chew like I chew is narcissistic and insane,
Yeah.
I actually started to think about it when I was in a Chinese restaurant with a bunch of Chinese people. Like,
oh, yeah.
They do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Culture, it's just not even a thing to eat quietly. So sitting there like, well, I'm a dick if I come into their restaurant and shoot dirty looks at everyone.
Yeah,
I'm the one. So in that situation, I sort of mentally got around it almost by being.
You just logicked your way out.
I'm on their planet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do as they do.
It's more of them than me.
But billions, right? So then I sort of tried to apply that. But what bothers me is just people who I know grew up fine and upper middle class America.
Normal ass people, yeah.
I've known two people in my life, one of which we both know. But the guy before that you didn't know is this guy who was from East Boston, but we knew each other in New York. And his whole persona, he wasn't a bad guy, but he was one of those guys who was like really short. He was like 5'2" or 5'3", right?
Okay. So he needs a stick.
He wanted to be an actor. Well, he wanted to be like a leading man. He wanted to be he wanted to, and he wasn't a particularly handsome guy. He was a good actor, good character, but he spoke with one of those like really, really, really thick Boston accents that are almost like, where are you coming from right now?
Yeah.
And
almost one you don't believe. Like I have one and you have one less than me, but there's some people that you're like, what are you doing?
You're like, yeah, they're dialing it up all the way. It's like they're drunk. Like when I used to get drunk and hang out with guys like that, I would start talking like that.
That does happen when people drink a little bit.
You see it at Red Sox games and stuff. It's anyway. But this dude, it was like his whole. He also was a personal trainer and a bodybuilder. So it was like everything.
Those midgets are hilarious.
Everything was like just pumping out man like all the time,
Yeah.
So I remember I'd eat with this dude. We'd get pizza together, and it was just like, I'm eating pizza, blah, blah, blah. And it was the most disgusting. I still think of him as maybe excuse me, the most disgusting pizza eater that I've ever known. But it was intentional.
He inhaled the pepper. Oh, it was like a man
It was
thing
an
almost.
affectation.
That's hilarious.
I'm sure he was a little gross in the first place, but he was the kind of guy that had like a walk. Everything about him was affected.
Yeah.
I always wonder what may have came to this dude. Probably nothing. I bet he's exactly the same. But the pizza thing, he would fold it and he'd be like, he'd be like, that's good pie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just
fuck pineapple.
It was acting, you know? It's like,
yeah.
it was just fake. So that was the first guy, and that was, I remember he used to fucking disgust me. And I'd say, I'm just sleep. Dude, eat your pizza. I'll be outside.
I had to put blinders on.
I just go, and this other guy that we both know, and this dude, he just, like this, he often does this stuff where it's like things just one day are just there out of thin air.
Yeah.
He was never like a great eater, but then all of a sudden it became extra bad, like out of thin air, you know?
Don't you almost think it might be like when you observe like an electron, you change like its mass or position? By you observing that you hate this, you change
Well, that's for
behavior.
Once I verbalized it, that's true.
Yeah.
Once I said, once I said like, dude, could you not eat like that? It got 100 and maybe 200% worse after that. After that, it was.
Yeah.
But this guy we're talking about, he does a thing where it's like the same as this short guy where he gets into I'm going to eat with like the personality of what I'm doing right now. So it's like, I like this TV show.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't just eat.
Yeah.
And don't.
Just put the food in your hole.
Don't eat with personality. I don't know. It drives me nuts.
It's so funny. I get it too, but like the level that bothers you.
Oh, it's a deal. Like it's a deal breaker with women when I was dating.
Okay,
if they had the
Jerry Seinfeld over here,
I can handle it with. Well, you have no idea how bad I am. When I was in my 20s, I was so bad with stuff like that.
That's a weird little toe.
Oh, I'd be like, she has a innie or an outie. Like I dump girls for outies. I dump girls for like the dumbest shit. And then, but also I could see I was just very weird. I could see past some things. Dated one girl one time with a clitoris that was like the size of a thumb, like
Jesus.
a thumb joint.
It was small little
that
penis.
big,
like an Asian.
We used to always joke, me and my buddies, that she was just right there, like you know, when you become a male or female,
it's right
like
there.
she was like whoop, she swerved in and like swerved out.
Jesus. Powerful clitoris.
Dope chick, by the way. Like, smoking hot. She knew it, too. She knew it. You'd go near it, and she'd be like, do that hand slap thing. It's been a long time since. Remember when you were young and girls would do that? I'd be like, no, not yet. Not yet. Slap your hand away. Or like, but it wasn't really like a slap. It was just, I forgot all about those days of, oh, yeah. Like girls hitting the brakes all the time. Because then you get into your 20s, and especially me. I went to New York when I was 19, and it was just like, I was 18, actually.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah. But I remember by the time I was 18, 19, I was already in the phase of meeting a girl. Let's go for a drink. Like going for a drink, having a bite, and then like going back to one of our places and like hooking up.
Yeah.
And it was just that. And it was to... And
they were doing the same thing as you were doing, so it was just like...
Yeah, everyone was doing that. And it's New York City. You could meet a woman in 25 when you were 20, you know, and in the bar or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a big difference in life, but...
Yeah.
I don't know where we got to that, but... Oh, yeah, but anyway, the fucking chewing thing, it drives me fucking crazy, and... My girlfriend now doesn't do. The other day though, she was eating something like. There's certain foods that almost anyone, even myself, can't eat. Yeah. Quiet, like chips. Certain things you just. I laugh at myself when I catch myself doing it if I'm alone somewhere.
Yeah.
Like eating ice cream, like really, because you just want to taste it in that way.
It happens to me. I don't do it a lot unless I eat weed, and then I'm and then have to eat food, because then I'm pretty much just an animal at that point.
My parents both do it.
Yeah, that's why I like this story, because you told me about this. You're like, my family is like one of like some of the worst aggressors in my life.
Yeah, I had to stop eating. I had to stop eating dinner with them, especially after they got older. And then, because when I was living there, I ate dinner with them most nights. I enjoyed it, especially when I first quit drinking. I like was really into having any type of routine that I could. So I was like,
it's wholesome too. Like,
yeah. And I was happy to be back. I was like, eat dinner with my parents, and it didn't last that long though, man. Because I was just, this is too much slurping, derping, fucking.
That's a rough one. That's a rough one to have.
Well, there's this weird, to get really into the story. My dad got veneers. Right,
which can really fuck up how someone.
So he was like, it took like a month. You know, it's not just like a 1 day thing. It takes like a month of you go into all these things. So he was like eating mad, weird, and carefully for a month, and then he got the veneers, and he was just like, and it was like he was just broken. You know.